How's it going, guys? My name's TJP. Welcome back to another MLB The Show 25 video here today on the channel. So Curry Sports 660 gave me this idea like over a month ago. I haven't ever really done one of these in MLB The Show. But we're going to do it today. It is the Draft Only Rebuild Challenge. So what is that going to mean? So I'm just going to pick a random team. We'll do a fantasy draft, although I'm not going to do the draft. I'm just going to let the CPU pick my team. And the way it's going to work is I can only get better through the draft. I can't sign players, can't trade for players. Now, what I can do is I can re-sign my own players. And also, if the game auto-fills the roster, that's fine too. But like, I could re-sign my own guys. I can draft players through the draft, as well as Rule 5 draft. I'll allow that as well. That is pretty much it. So basically just draft. So I don't know how many seasons I'm going to do. Not sure how long it's going to take, but yeah, let's have some fun with this. So like, subscribe, enjoy the content, and comment down below some videos, go to socials, playlist, second channel, and main channel. Down below in the description if you like other content from me, TJP. And by the way, this will not have any injuries. We'll turn those off, make sure those are off, and yeah, that's about it. So let's get on with the gameplay. All right, so I'm just gonna pick a random team here. I'm gonna stop in 3, 2, 1. Then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and we're gonna use the Padres. St. James Fathers will be the team that we use. So again, it doesn't really matter what the team's looking like here. It's gonna be a fantasy draft. So GM contracts off. Fantasy draft on. We're gonna allow that to not be a thing. This is all good, and that is about it. So we actually have the 6th pick. That's pretty good. So we'll just sim the draft, see who we end up getting for the team. I'll make sure all this is kind of just like set up. Skip it, set later. We'll start the regular season, I guess. Doesn't really matter too much. All right, great. So we're going to user settings, mode specific. We'll just make sure scouting is set to manual. I'm going to scout. So that's really what it's all about. It's just scouting. And that's the thing. The reason I don't like the draft, there's two reasons why. People keep asking me why don't I use the draft on a draft. Number one, you can't load in real prospects. Like, I can't load in a draft class, like even in like Madden or 2K or anything like that. It's always just auto-generated. And even then, number two, the way that like the progression works, like not all these guys are gonna making like an impact right away. So when I'm doing like a 5-season, like if I'm doing a 10-year rebuild, the draft might be a little bit more important. But with a 5, I don't know. Like there's very rarely do you really see like a generational guy come up with like within a season. It's just it's not something that happens too often. So I don't know. That's why I don't really like doing the draft. But I just don't find it that entertaining and that useful to rebuild. Like I just find it more fun to use real players. So hate me all you want for that. But anyways, today we're using the draft. Okay. But that's why people keep asking me why don't I use the draft. That's why. So, this is the team that we got. So, I mean, really, Bobby Witt Jr. is great. That's cool. Everyone else kind of stinks. Pitching rotation, not bad. But again, I can't trade anybody. I can only re-sign these players. And no free agency unless, again, the game auto-signs me players. Which, if they do, that's fine. But, fill out the roster. So, yeah, we're going to worry about scouting. That's kind of like the biggest thing is just try to see who we can grab for the team. We're going to do the draft. Don't know what our picks are going to be like. So I'm just going to go to the draft, and that's when I'll probably see you guys. So I'll do some scouting, and we'll try to see if we draft some players. I'll try to keep tabs on them as well throughout the video because I'm probably going to forget names. So I'll open up Notepad++, make a list of names right here that we have to just kind of keep in mind while we're doing the draft. So the draft is here, finally. So let's head on to it. For the draft starts, prospect draft keys help keep track of potential draft picks. Auto draft available prospect should time run out during the pick. So I did do some scouting on some positions. So we're gonna add all the guys here that I kind of scouted. So yeah, trying to see if there's anybody here. Yeah, we scouted Molina, scouted this guy, scouted this guy, I'm just going to kind of pin all the guys I scouted for the most part. Just so that we know that, hey, these are the guys that we scouted. So a lot of different positions because we need some depth, as you can see, at a lot of different spots. So maybe one day these guys could, make it to the pros. So I think that's good. I mean, we'll see if there's anybody else here that's potentially good. So we'll see if any of them get drafted in the top 3 picks, I guess. So first pick will be this. Okay, Rolando Lopez. That's a guy I wanted to draft, but he was injured, so good thing I didn't get him. Second pick. Let's see who it'll be. It will be Leo Sanchez, another guy that I was scouting. Okay, so he went number 2. Number 3, it will be Jeffrey Barnett, another guy that I scouted, I think. So cool. All right. Actually, maybe not. I don't know if I did or not. Anyways, we're gonna sim to our pick. So we're at pick 25, which is kind of far away. So let's think about what we want to do here. So let's see here. We'd have to figure out like who's kind of motivated to sign here. So Acevedo is kind of motivated. George Gunter is motivated. I mean, he's a 4-year senior, opted out of his doctor's note. Actually, that doesn't matter because remember there are no injuries, so injuries really don't matter. I guess I'll take George Gunter. We'll draft him. Pick 25. So there's pick number 1. Right. So now pick number 3. Okay. So round 3. Let's see who's out there. What kind of? Do we have any second baseman? No second baseman. It's crazy. Starting pitchers, perhaps. Virgil Weiss could be a decent option. 4-year junior from the East. Is he the only one? I guess he's the only one. We'll go with him. We'll go with Virgil Weiss. We'll draft him. So I drafted Gunter and Weiss. So those are the guys. Virgil Weiss. Welcome to the squad. All right. Sim the next Padres pick. We've got pitchers left. Any catchers? I need catching. I need second base, but we don't have first baseman. Any first baseman out there that haven't been drafted by me? Yeah, no. All my picks need to be gone. I mean, I could go another third base and get Buster Hart. There's really not a lot of prospects here. Kind of second. Yeah, see, no second baseman. We have a first baseman. I could try to go with Stevie Fry. Or Hubert Neely could work too. Maybe someone younger though. See, that's the thing. It's like Stevie Fry, 33 to 67. Probably kind of bad, but maybe he might have decent. We'll take a shot on him. We'll go with Stevie Fry. So we're gonna get Fry on the team potentially, and then sim to next Padres pick, round 5. I think we only have 2 more picks. I think. There's really not a lot of guys here left. Right field. I guess I can go with Estevan Costa. I said I needed a right fielder, so we'll go Costo at that right field spot. And final pick, I think. This might be the final pick. Yeah, so I don't know who's out there. I mean, I guess we can go with a catcher. We could go with Josh Bennett. Definitely a project. A lot of projects here. On that West Coast. Yeah, we'll go Josh Bennett. We'll grab him. So, there we go. Josh Bennett. So, we got Gunter, Weiss, Fry, Casto, and Bennett are who we drafted. Now, that doesn't mean they're all going to sign, but we did it. So, is it. So we're going to try to sign some of these guys. Yeah, so right now, obviously, we're 43 and 52. I mean, again, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm really more worried about the guys that we drafted. That's the focus. So, yeah, let me try to see if we can sign some draft picks, and then we'll get on to it. All right, so we did sign George Gunter on a little signing bonus. Looks like he has decided to sign. I think my capture card froze again, so let's see. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, great. So he signed. We're gonna offer Weiss a contract. Let's see if he signs. We'll give him $698. He does sign, so we got him on a little signing bonus there. We'll see if Stevie Fry. Oh, I can't sign him yet. All right, we're gonna add Bennett, and then obviously Costo. Hopefully, we can sign all those guys too. We should have enough money, but we'll wait a little bit since they're not quite ready to sign. We signed Stevie Fry, got him on the team. So we got to wait for these guys. They're almost motivated to sign, so hopefully we can just wait a little bit longer than they will sign. Signed Josh Bennett, and then the last guy to sign is Esteban Costo, and then we can simulate to the end of the season and see how we fare for the year. So we're almost there. And then obviously, yep, would like to stop simulating, and hopefully we could sign him. Yep, 51% motivation. So this should be good. I'll throw him 334, and that should work. That's not too bad. All right, so we got all of them. That's huge. Yeah, let's head on to the end of the season. We signed everybody we needed to sign. Contract extensions. I mean, I could do this now. I'd like to keep some. Obviously, we're going to keep some of these guys around. So Dylan Cease, yes. These guys are on arbitration. Matt Strom isn't. But we're going to keep him around. Rhett. Mullins is a free agent. Might as well keep him around. Again, I got to keep these guys. So there's really no rhyme or reason behind it. Chris Paddock, sure, why not? It's been terrible, but maybe he'll turn it around. Yeah, I can't trade any of them either. So I mean, Marisnik. He hasn't even played, really. So, all right, I'm going to simulate the rest of the season. We'll see how this team is at the end of the year. And then, I mean, I don't know if we're going to make the postseason or not, but not too far out. 4.5 out of the NL West. 27 and 85, not going to be good enough to make the postseason. So, I don't know how far out we were. 6 teams out of a division spot. Wild card, we were 10 games out. All right, so kept around most of my team. I did my signings, which I'm happy about for the draft. Hopefully one of those guys can kind of make an impact at some point in this video. That would be fantastic. So, yeah, I mean, clearly we didn't win anything. I guess we can kind of glance at the lineups here. I mean, nothing too crazy. Bobby Witt was obviously really good. Riley Green is a nice piece to have on the team as well. He's good. So, some good pieces. Again, once maybe some of our draft picks potentially pan out. Well, that's actually this is good though, because by being bad, that means we are going to have the ability to have a higher draft pick come next season. So that should be fun. All right, let's simulate to the offseason. We're going to go to the Rule 5 draft. Rangers beat the Dodgers. So I'll see you guys at the Rule 5 draft. Actually, we could watch the draft lottery as well, so let's go to it. We have number 11, so we have a chance to win the lottery. So simulate draft lottery. I don't know what's happening. Okay, there we go. So we ended up, okay, so wow, Diamondbacks jumped up to number 1. We are going to have number 11, so I guess that's not bad. I'll take it. Okay, cool. So that's great. Sim the offseason, we have Rule 5 draft coming up. So we're going to go to that. So I don't know how many, do we have a pick here? I think I saw ours. Yeah, we pick 11. I don't know how many rounds there are of this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, okay. I don't know when our pick's gonna be, if we even have one. Oh. Okay. Well, we don't. It showed that. I was like 40 picks. No way. Only a few guys got picked. All right, that's fine. So, all right, there's the Rule 5 draft. Nothing crazy there. Threw me off. All right, so I guess we're just going to go on to next season. I mean, there's really not much else to witness, so let's see you guys once I'm there. So I just want to take a look at my team, my roster. So let's see where these guys are. So Gunter. Let's look at my starting pitchers. So Weiss is in single A. He's a 21-year-old, 52 overall B prospect. Okay. Who the hell knows if he's ever gonna make some noise? I didn't get a relief pitcher. Catcher, we got Josh Bennett, 19-year-old, 54 C potential catcher. Not sure if he'll make an impact. First baseman, Stevie Fry, 18-year-old, 49 C potential. I mean, again, if he makes a jump, great. I don't know though if he will or not. Second baseman here. George Gunter's in the MLB. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of cool. He's already in the pros. So that's, I guess we'll keep tabs on him. Anybody else here? Yeah, Casto, 47D. Okay, so seems like George Gunter is the only guy that's going to make maybe an impact. Everybody else is not even in AA yet. I guess we'll keep tabs on him. I'm going to simulate to scouting. Yeah, we'll see if we can grab anybody for this team. Hope for the best. Pick 11 is what we've got this year, so that should be a lot of fun. Where is Gunter hitting? He is hitting second. Okay. Not bad. I'm excited to see what he does. So we'll keep tabs on him, and hopefully the Padres can make some noise. All right, so we're at season number 2 drafts. We're going to go to the draft here. Let's take a look at some of the prospects that we might potentially try to sign. We're just add a bunch of guys to the draft queue here because we did a lot of scouting, which is great. So we're going to try to see if we can add some talent to the organization. This should be a lot of fun. I'm excited. Got a lot of guys here. I did some scouting, as you can see. We're just going to grab some of the guys that have been fairly scouted a lot. Mainly the guys at 100%, but I did add that guy that was 40. So, yeah. We'll just add some guys to the queue, see if we can get any of these players to potentially join. Yeah, it should be exciting. I'm very excited. I'm sure we'll add Felipe and Cruz and Rodriguez and all them bad boys. All right, that should be enough. So we're just going to head on to the draft. And yeah, we'll see who goes number 1. I'm sure it'll be some of our prospects. So yeah, we're pick 11. So that's great. So let's see who goes number 1. Number 1 will be Charlie Cross, who is on my board. So he went number 1. Number 2, I'm guessing Jim Getz. Nope, Cosmo Rosado. He was also on my board, third baseman. Pick number 3 here will be Willie Cabrera. All right, cool, good for the Orioles. So we're just gonna sim to our pick. So, okay, there's some guys that might want to try to draft. I'm thinking maybe we go for Jim over here. So I think I'm gonna do that. We're gonna get Jim. So yeah, I'm gonna draft him. That's a good pickup for us. So we'll draft Jim. I think he's a nice pick. So that is our first pick right there. Hopefully we'll be able to get some playing time next season. All right, I'm going to draft Andy Riggs. That's going to be the next pick. Going to be a catcher. So we're going to add Riggs to our system. Maybe he'll be a guy that could potentially be on the roster. But I'm going to draft him. So I'm going to take a risk here. And I'm going to go with Edward Castilla, closing pitcher. Edgar, welcome to the Padres organization. Cool glove, by the way. I'm going to go with Tadahito Sasaki. So Sasaki will be added to the team. So we're going to draft him with our next pick right there. I'm going to take another second base here, Mark Boeve. So we're going to grab him for our organization. Another second baseman added to the team. The last pick I'm going to make here, I'm just going to grab a relief pitcher. We're going to go with Manny Santiago. Why not? Not too high potential, but probably potentially a ready now guy. So we'll add him to the team. Manny Santiago, welcome to the team. And that should be the rest of the draft there. So we'll just sim to the end. And I'm going to try to sign some guys, but I do want to take a look here and just take a quick glance at how George is doing, because he's obviously on the pro roster. He's got 224 average, 6 homers, 38 RBIs. Okay, I mean, listen, it's not great, but he's a rookie, so we'll see. Maybe he can have a better second half of the season. Who knows? With this Bryce Matthews guy as well. Very good, very good. I want to take a look at AAA. Is AAA or AA? Maybe AA. I don't know if any of our guys. There's Trey. Savage. Okay. Any of our guys here? I'm looking. I don't remember what positions they were. I'm looking for Casto, Weiss. There's Fry. How's he doing? Fry's doing solid. Okay. There's Virgil. Not bad. Okay. So kind of just keeping tabs on some of the guys we've drafted. So I'm going to sign my draft picks. And yeah, it should be fun. So let me get to that. And we'll just head on to the end of the season. I don't know if we're going to make the postseason, but we're going to try. All right, so I signed most of my guys. I'm still waiting on Sasaki, but I think he will accept this time. And yes, he will. So we got everybody signed. So now I'm just going to simulate to the end of the season here. Yeah, it doesn't matter since we signed everybody. I'm excited to see if any of these guys, are going to be potentially on the roster next season. So yeah, there's Weiss. Who else do we have? Fry, Casto, Bennett, I think. Bennett was a catcher, yeah. He's all right. He's actually been decent. So rookies have been okay. The guys I've drafted have been all right. Just some of these guys are never going to make the pros. So that's just the way it's going to be. But yeah, obviously it's good to see Gunter, but obviously he's been terrible. But who knows? Maybe like next season he'll be better. Let's simulate this season, see if we can make the postseason. And if we do, great. If we don't, no. All right, well, we didn't make the postseason. So we're going to stop simulating because I'm curious to see if anybody else besides Gunter. Gunter actually is not here anymore. So I don't know what happened to him. He got sent down. Yep, they sent him down. It's crazy. 134 games. I mean, 235. 10 homers, 56 ribbies, 56 walks, 100 strikeouts. So not the best, but again, a young guy. Who knows what will happen from there? Like I said, I'm trying to keep the tabs on as many of the guys I can. So yeah, we missed out. We're just gonna sim to the off season since we didn't make it. The other guys don't really matter. I mean, if we win a World Series, great. But I'm obviously trying to win one. But we'd like to get one with the guys that we drafted. Royals beat the Cardinals, so. We're going to head on to season number 3. We got the off season. Doesn't really matter. We're just going to try to re-sign some guys. I actually think I forgot to do contract extensions, which I did. Should have done that. Didn't. Oops. Because we only can re-sign our own guys. Unless the game signs someone for me. And that's pretty much where we stand. So we have the Rule 5 draft. Maybe we'll be able to get someone from there if we have a pick. That's the only thing I can do to get this team better tip-top shape. So we'll go to the draft lottery here because I'm curious to see where we'll end up picking. We have 11th best odds with number 1 pick. Let's see if we can get it. Simulating the draft lottery here. Let's see what happens. Will the Padres be able to jump up and win the lottery? That would be great this upcoming season. Whoa, we didn't. Pirates did, but we didn't jump. So we're at 11th again, unfortunately. So the rest of the offseason here, we have the Rule 5 draft. So we'll go to it and see if we're potentially going to take anybody with the picks. So I don't know if we'll even get a selection or not. Might not. Let's see what happens. So far, nothing. And nope, nothing. Okay, so just 2 rounds of nothing, so nobody got drafted. All right, cool. Rule 5 draft is over. Now we're just going to head on to next season and see who's on the Major League roster. All right, so we're going to take a look here and see if we have any of our guys on the roster. So Cam Smith is starting third. Okay. So right now, doesn't look like we have anybody here. Christian Robinson, undrafted. Emmanuel Pena, undrafted. Bryce Matthews, nope. So, nobody. That's boring. And this is kind of the reason why it's like I don't like doing the draft. It takes forever to get for a lot of these guys to like come, you know? So, it's just, I guess we just have to wait. So, unfortunately, some of our guys are going to have to wait. And Gunter's here, 6'9" overall. We'll see what he could do potentially. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else here that I recognize that we potentially have. Or the rest of the guys in AA. Miller, no. I'm looking here. Ryan Miller. Nope. I think the rest of the guys are in AA. Yeah, there's Mark, who we drafted. Josh Bennett. And we got Ferguson there. Some of our guys are in AAA as well. There's Virgil. I mean, again, we'll monitor them, but yeah, obviously not too exciting stuff when there's nobody here. So I guess we'll just go to the draft. I'll let you guys know once I'm there. I'll do some scouting and see if we take in season number 3 draft. All right, so we're at the draft here. So we've done some scouting and all that fun stuff. So we're going to go to the draft and see what we got here. So I'm going to take a look at some of the prospects, show you guys what we've done. So yeah, I think I'm going to add... what do we need here? We definitely need more infielders. So second baseman. I mean, I'm looking at like Mora could be a decent option for us. Johan Cruz. We'll throw him in there. We'll throw in Gary Palmer. Third baseman, I mean, going to need Hall. We'll add him there. We're kind of weak at third, so we'll add some guys here. Right fielders, what do we got? We got Ronnie Perez. We'll add in Eddie Juarez. He could be decent. Just kind of looking around here. First baseman, I mean, we could throw a couple first basemen in there. Chauncey Durham could be a solid guy to add to our organization. I'll throw in Jeb Kingman. And I might as well throw in some more starting pitching. You never have enough pitchers. I mean, Mark Cook's probably not someone I'm going to be able to draft. Same with Mark Jenkins. But yeah, a lot of like really good pitchers here. Shea Red could be a solid guy. Irvin Pear, Kyle Brown. So we got our guys. Let's see if we can go to the draft here and hopefully grab one of these wonderful prospects. So again, pick 11. So we're just going to start the draft. Pirates, pick number 1. They are going to take Mario Hinojosa. Hinojosa. Okay, cool. Second pick, who will it be? It will be Mark Jenkins. What a stash that man has, ladies and gentlemen. That's a great mustache. Pick number 3 will be done by the Blue Jays, and they're going to get William Villa. Good for them. Good for them. All right. So now for pick number 4. Let me just make this a little bit louder for you guys. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. We'll see. I don't know. I think my microphone might have been a little bit struggly there. So I'm just going to sim to next Padres pick here. Pick 11. Who do we want to take? There's so many guys here we could potentially take. I mean, Darren Little would be a nice option for us. We don't really need any left fielders, but I mean, we could go with like Pete Nolot, shortstop. But we're good at shortstop because we have Bobby Witt. But, you know, might as well try to get like one of these top guys. You know what I mean? It makes sense. This guy looks like he's sort of ready too. So, I mean, he's probably going to be on the Major League roster. So I'm going to take Pete in a lot, even though we have Bobby Witt. So we're going to take him. And hopefully he will... And he plays a lot of other different positions as well. So I like that pick for us. That's pick number 2. I'm going to take another second baseman, Eric Mora, for the system. So we're going to draft him. Maybe he could become something. So welcome to the team, Eric Mora. All right, I'm going to draft Landon Dobbs here. Potential to be something decent. So we're going to draft him. Landon Dobbs, welcome to the organization. I'm going to try to take this Jackie Reese guy as another third baseman for us. Again, for the organization. Probably at his potential, at his peak, but maybe he could be an MLB platoon guy for us. So, take Jackie Reese. All right, this late in the draft, might as well go with like a right fielder. Andres Pineda has the potential, to be as high as 92. So you never knows. But right now, he's overall on the lower side. But he's a high school guy, young. So who knows? Maybe we could draft him and he could be something special. All right, I doubt this guy is going to be anywhere near an 88. But if he is, the potential's not great. But I might as well just take Bobby Romero. It could maybe be an average prospect. I don't know. We're just going to take him now. Final pick. We'll see what happens. There's Bobby Romero. Final pick. So I'm just going to assume the rest of the draft, make my signings. Injuries don't really matter since we don't have any injuries on. As you can see right now, we're going to stop simulating. We're at 47 and 50. Let's take a look at the lineups. I'm curious to see. So Gunter is here. And in 34 at-bats, he's been doing well. Only 9 games, but he's hitting 412. So that's good. So he got called up, 71 overall. So we like to see that from him. So that's good. Glad to see that he's up here in the pros. Just looking at the rest of the, let's see the pitch rotation. Anybody good here that we like? So nobody else is in the pros. Again, we're just going to try to keep tabs, see if anyone else makes it. But obviously right now we're not doing too hot again. We can't really make any improvements, so that's the only problem. It's like you have to draft well and hope that guys develop, and it's like it takes seasons, and I don't got time to sit here and record all this, but hey, I'm doing it. I'm doing it over the course of a few days. So anyways, point being, let me do my signings. So we're going to sign the draft picks here. Let you guys know once we're all done signing, and then we're just going to see what happens the rest of the season. Maybe make a run in a postseason. But we'd have to make it as a wild card. 83 and 79 wasn't good enough to make the postseason. We signed all of our guys, but kind of forgot to show you. But it's all good. Point being, let's take a look here. So Gunter, how'd we do on the season? 277. That's not bad. He had 68 games. Hit 277, 6 homers, 29 RBIs. So much better season from him. An improvement indeed. So we like to see that. That's good. Who else is here? Gavin Cross. Nope. Not relevant to me. Sal Stewart. Not relevant to me either. Trying to see if there's anybody here that's relevant to me. It doesn't look like it, so that's okay. Yeah, no one else here on the team. There's Virgil. How'd he do? Double out and then show the stats. Because I simulated at the end of the season. There's Edgar Castilla, though. 70 overall, A potential. So that is promising indeed. He might end up making it to the pros at some point. Maybe even next season, or as early as next season. I don't know who our closer. Oh, Ryan Walker. Probably not. It's gonna be tough. We'll see. I mean, he might get called up as like a relief pitcher. But that's cool. All right, so unfortunately, still not good enough yet to make the postseason. 17. We're only 1 game out of a wild card though. So we're kind of right there. Maybe if we call up some more rookies, but if we have another good draft, that'd be nice. So we'll simulate, let you guys know how we're doing in the offseason. Hopefully we can get all of our guys back. Then we'll go to the draft lottery and the Rule 5 draft and see what happens from there. Didn't get any awards, so no rookies of the years or anything of that nature either. All right, so we have the draft lottery here. So let's see, once again, this time only pick 17 potentially because our odds weren't as great because we won't make the postseason. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Maybe we could jump up. That would be a miracle if we can. And do we? Let's see. Probably not. I would assume no. Yeah, no, we didn't. It's okay. Would have been nice to jump up. Cubs jumped up all the way to number 2, though. So that's pretty cool. So, all right. We're just going to sim to Rule 5. See if we have anybody we could take. Do we have Rule 5? Probably not. because I've been re-signing all of my guys. So yeah, Rule 5 draft ended. And that's all she wrote. So we're just gonna head on to season number. Is it 4 now? I think it's 4. So let's see if there's anybody on the major league roster, or any of our players to be drafted for season number 4. So on to the next season here. And obviously we're coming in ranked last place, which is pretty wild. Scares me a little bit. Oh. I'm like missing most of my team. That is why. Hey, we have our rookies though, so this is good. I'm not mad at it. Actually, I'm not even mad at this. This is perfect. So Eric Mora, Pete and a lot, right? They're obviously rookies. We've got Jackie Reese, Bobby Romero, and then Andres Pineda. Landon Dobbs also up here. So here's the thing. The game's going to obviously auto-sign a bunch of players for me, which is totally fine. My team's going to suck, which actually is good because then we get them overall pick, potentially. For next season, that is, because this season doesn't wash. This is perfect because that essentially means that we get to play the rookies, so I'm happy with that. I'm honestly not even... I would be more mad, but I'm really not. That's really what it kind of comes down to. So, all right, let's simulate to the draft, and yeah, let's see if our rookies get to play a lot, or will they just get sent down? I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we're going to the draft here. And obviously we're terrible, so we basically need everybody. That's essentially what it comes down to. So it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm just adding a bunch of players here that could just help us out. Like, it's bad. It's bad, right? So we're just gonna add relief pitchers, closing pitchers, add a catcher. Why not? First baseman, we need that. Second baseman, we need that. So third baseman, we need that. Shortstops, we need that. Left field, center field, right field. Oh, we get our actually center field. We're okay. Right field, we need that. So I'm just gonna add a bunch of guys to this queue right here. All right, we're going to the draft now. The only problem is we have pick 17 this year. I think it is. I don't know what. I honestly don't even know what happened to my team, really. I'm just going to skip these because I don't really care. These not real players, so at this rate, I mean, none of them are real ever. So all right, so I'm just going to sim to my picks. That's all I really care about. So let's see. Who do we want to take here is the question at pick 17. I guess we can go with Foster Caros. This is a guy that will most likely be on the roster. Yeah, so we'll draft him. First pick of the draft. I'm going to draft David Stone here. So welcome to the team, David. The organization you are joining. All right, Richard DeBro. We're going to take him because I need myself. I don't know what just happened. I was going to try to take him. Or it's not our picks. Yeah, but I am gonna take him. Or at least I thought about taking him. I don't even know if he's still here. He is not. Okay, never mind. Okay, well, I thought I was gonna be able to take him. I thought I'd skim to the next pick, but apparently not, courtesy of the San Diego Stu. Sim Engine. Greatest sim engine of all time, by the way. I guess I'll take a relief pitcher then. I'm gonna go with I'll go with Fukudome. So, Fukudome. Charles Fukudome, welcome to the team. All right, Jarvis Levy. We're going to take him. We're going to draft him. So, welcome to Team Jarvis. All right, I'm going to take Walter Ikeda. Just, again, I need just players at this point. So, Walter is going to be joining the organization. And I got one more pick here. I guess I'll go with... I'm trying to think who I'd want to go with here. I'd have to look around. I guess Mark Barnett. We'll go with him, even though we have shortstops. We're just going to go with Barnett. Welcome to the team, my friend. All right, so that is pretty much it for me here. So we'll sign our picks. So let's stop simulating because I'm curious to see the team. Obviously, we're terrible. I mean, Eric Morris actually have a really good season, so that's awesome. Jackie Reese, 209, not great. Bobby Witt's been struggling. Joey Bart now. We got Cedric Mullins, Will Benson, Vierling, Verdugo, Chris Bryant. Pete and a lot. How we doing, Pete? 265, not bad. 57 games. Byron Maro's been alright. He's been a little iffy. This guy, Chris Gibbs, Joe Singleton. Oh my gosh, yeah, his team's garbage. CD Pelham. That is a name and a half, isn't it? Let's take a look here at the pitcher rotation. Canning, Paddock, Strom. Oh my god, we don't have any starters. Oh my goodness. These guys. Is Bruce Smith on my list? No, he's not. Or Birch Smith, whatever his name is. Yeah, the team sucks. I'm just going to sign my draft picks, and then we're just going to head on to the next season, because, yeah, I don't know what happened with my team. It just was terrible, so I don't know how I lost all my guys. I'm just going to make sure I can extend everybody, and then we'll kind of see what happens. All right, well, we were horrible, but the good news is I got to at least see my rookies play, which is nice. So we got to see Eric Mora play. I mean, obviously, he's going to improve a lot, so that's good. You know, Jackie Reese didn't have a great season. Pete and a lot, not bad. Not great, but not bad. Bob Romero, not good. Let's look at the rest of the guys here. Landon Dobbs, how'd we do? Oh, we called him up, but he didn't pitch. Let's see what he'll be able to do. Christian Ruiz, undrafted. And then these guys are... is he real? Yeah, he's real, so... Yeah, we didn't do good, so... I don't know what happened. Hopefully this upcoming season it's not as bad. I mean, we'll see what happens. There's a lot to be had here, but the draft is going to be interesting. Draft lottery will be very interesting, so we're just going on to the off season, and yeah, hopefully we don't lose my entire team this time, because that was pretty bad. All right, so the draft lottery, we're going to go to it. We tied with the highest odds for the #1 pick. Hopefully we can get it. I would be very disappointed if we don't get the #1 overall pick. I would actually be very pissed if we drop. So please don't drop. Please don't drop. That's a joke. This game sucks. Game literally sucks. I dropped all the way to 7th. Great game. Thanks. A joke. Such a joke. It's a joke. Literal joke. Okay. So I guess we have the Rule 5 draft. I'll go to it. We got Tommy Henny. Okay, I wanted to draft a player. Chase Davis. Okay. Actually, we're going to be able to get a lot of guys. Mike. Oh, we got Mike. There we go, Mike. Yep, back on the team. Very good. Chase. All right. Good. So we got the Rule 5. We got some Rule 5 guys. So that's good. So actually, that's perfect for me. And those are some of the guys I actually ended up drafting. So I don't know what happened there, but cool. So that's great. Let's head on to season number 5. All right, so next season here, we're still bad. But, I mean, we've got a lot of rookies. A lot of our young guys here. So, we still have Mora up here. There's Walter. He's getting to play first base. So, Walter. And then we've got Mike, who we drafted, but it was Rule 5. But we had him, though. Or maybe we didn't have him. I thought we had Mike. No? We had a Boeve. I thought it was him, but okay. Either way, we're drafting it. I'm pretty sure we got him for the Rule 5, so it's fine anyway, no matter what. But Pete and a lot on the team. Chase Davis here as well. On Rule 5. Gary Sanchez, Torrance Chase on Rule 5. All right, and let's take a look at the pitching. Dylan Cease, Chris Pratt, Griff King. There's Foster, who we drafted. 7-4 overall C potential. See what he could do. Tommy Henry, Rule 5 draft pick. Jarvis Levi, Landon Dobbs. There's Charles Fukudome. Strom, and then David Stone closing it out. 79 overall A potential. Very interested to see how he does. This team's going to suck again. So we're just going to go to the draft. And yeah, I'm going to do some scouting. See what's out there in the market. And hopefully we can draft some good pieces for the Padres this season. All right, so we're going to the draft here. Did some scouting. Now, there's a lot of guys I'd like to potentially draft here. So we're just going to add a bunch of these guys to the queue. I did a lot of scouting. I'm interested. I'm interested in some pieces here. So it should be good. I mean, realistically speaking, there's so many guys that I would love to take. It's just, I don't know if I could take all of them, you know what I mean? So we're just going to go to the draft here. I don't know who's going to get picked number 1, number 2, or number 3. Not even going to watch because it doesn't matter. So we're just going to sim to our pick. Skip, skip, skip. Skip. Cool. Sim to the Padres pick. All right, so we got some guys here that we might want to try to take. Let's view the prospects here. So I'm thinking Scott Robertson is probably the guy I want to go for. 89 overall potential. He's a junior. Yeah, we're going to go with Robertson. I'm going to try to add him to the team here. So Robertson, welcome to the Padres organization, my friend. There he is. All right, I'm going to take this Jeremy Trejo guy. Great mustache. Got to draft him. Jeremy Trejo, welcome to the team. All right, I'm going to go with Eduardo Ordonez, another infielder here. We're going to draft him for the organization, round number 3. All right, I'm going to draft Kenny Clark here, another relief pitcher. I think that might be a nice pickup for the bullpen, perhaps, at some point in the future. So Oliger, I'm going to take him. Grover Oliger, international first baseman prospect. And also play a little bit of right field, too, so might as well draft him since, you know, why not? Add him to the organization. I got one more pick here as well, so that's cool. All right, last guy I'm going to go with here, Darryl Vance. Boomer bust kind of guy. So we're going to grab him. Darryl Vance, maybe he could be somebody good, who knows. So that's going to be it. I'm going to try to sign these guys. You know, it would have been nice to be a good team, but we're 30 and 59. Actually, not as bad as I thought we'd be, to be honest. We're looking at the lineups here. So Eric Moore has actually been really good for me. Yeah, he's hitting 327, so that's impressive. 2 homers, 22 RBIs. Not a lot of power, but I'm not mad at it. I mean, he's giving me good production, so I gotta give him credit where credit's due there. Who else is here? Walter, not great. I mean, good power numbers, but buck 81's not great. There's Mike. So Chase Davis. We've got there's Chase, not bad. Okay. See how the pitchers are doing here. So we'll go to the rotation. There's Foster. He's been solid. 3-1. 3.93 ERA. There's Jarvis. He's been bad. Charles hasn't been great either. How's David Stone? Not amazing. 23 saves. 5 blown. But 5.3 ERA. He's giving up a lot of runs. That's his problem. So he's got to stop doing that. But okay, cool. So some of our guys are doing all right. Hopefully next season we'll have more guys in the organization called up. And yeah, I guess we'll see where we go from there. All right, so I signed all of my prospects, which is good. I got contract extensions. I might as well just offer all of my guys here contract extensions just because I can and I will. So we're going to do that. Just going to kind of make sure I keep all these guys on the team. Can't afford the contract. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. There's Matt Strom. Can't afford the contract. Run out of money. That is a problem. Obviously, it's a problem. I mean, we're just going to keep simulating. I mean, I don't know how many more seasons we're going to do of this. But obviously, we haven't made the postseason yet. It's hard to, you know, win with just doing the draft, no trades. But I'm trying my best here. I mean, if we could make the postseason one time, like, I'd be happy. But obviously, it's not going to be this season, of course. All right, 62 and 100 is obviously not good enough. So let's just take a quick look at who's been in the majors. I mean, obviously, Eric Moore has been solid. I mean, low power numbers, but he hit 309. I mean, I can't be mad at that at all. So that's good for him. Harada. No. Yeah, none of the, honestly, yeah, he's the only, well, John's, yeah, no, he's the only guy right now. There's Mike. Yeah, he's okay. Foster. Dave Stone. Let's see how the pitchers did. But we're looking here. So Foster, a little chilly, 6 and 10. not amazing. Jarvis didn't do great. Fukudome didn't do great. How did David Stone do? A little bit better in the second half of the year. 37 saves. It's a little high on that ERA. But overall, not bad. I mean, we've seen some decent prospects, but obviously nobody too incredible. So, by the way, I think it was the Giants that won in 2 years prior. The Dodgers won it this past season. So, I haven't really been keeping tabs with the postseason winners because it hasn't been us. Giants ended up winning the World Series again. All right, on to the next season we go. So I actually skimmed past the draft lottery, so but we do have the Rule 5 draft, so we'll go to it. We'll just see if there's anybody here. So we got Colton Gordon, so that's cool. So that's nice. Blake Burke, very nice. Look at that, Rule 5 draft. Carl Urban, very nice, very nice, very nice. And that's all we got. So 3 additional pieces coming over to the team. Very excited about that. I got my list out as well. So, again, we're just going to kind of simulate to next season. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how many seasons we're going to do of this. I might be wrapping up soon just because, but I would like to at least make the playoffs. I mean, that would be great. We haven't made it yet. We had that weird season where we kind of just lost everybody, so I think if that didn't happen, who knows? But, you know, obviously now with the younger guys on the team really coming through, and again, I can't sign any free agents, so it's going to be obviously been a little bit tough for me. So we'll see what happens for this upcoming season. I mean, I'm curious to see if the boys are able to get the job done, maybe make the postseason, and I don't know, maybe make a potential run. And that would be great. So we're just going to keep simulating. All right, advance to the regular season. Let's just take a look kind of what we've got. I mean, obviously we're not ranked very high. I mean, Mora's been solid for me. There's Burke, who is here on the team. Very cool. Bove there for last year's pick. We'll see what Foster can do. Alright, I'm excited about that. What is he? 78 overall. So, I mean, who knows? You know, never know. Got a couple of draft 5 picks there. Got Fukudome, who obviously is not coming off a great season. David Stone. See if he could be better. That's another guy we drafted. I'm looking at the rest of the roster here. Do we still have, yeah, I was about to say, we don't have, I don't know what happened to Gunter. Because he's just not here. I wonder if he's in free agency. Because if he is, I'll pick him up. Because technically speaking, I did draft him. But I don't see him at all. So a little strange. I'm looking. Gunter. There he is. Okay, so he's on St. Louis. Yeah, it's weird because, like, I want him on my team. So, I don't know. I guess technically this doesn't really count as a trade. I kind of want him back. So, I drafted him. So, I'm not counting this as, like, a real trade. I need a third baseman. So, I'll give up the injury situation. Jeez. So I say, like, I'll give you guys catchers, but no. Alright, whatever. It is what it is. Alright, I'm going to get to my scouting. I'll let you guys know what the team's looking like. Hopefully we're decent. And yeah, I don't even know what draft pick we're going to have. So that's another interesting part since I accidentally skipped the lottery. I'll make sure not to do that again. So let's get to simulating and scouting, and I'll let you guys know when we're at the draft. Alright, we're about to go to the draft here. So let's see what we've got. I'm excited at who we're gonna pick here. So we have pick number 2, which is really good. So we're just gonna skip and go to the draft here. So I'm very excited, very excited. We should be able to get a really good piece here. So we'll start the draft. I guess we'll watch pick number 1 this time around. The number overall pick will be Kevin Ramirez. All right. So a lot of guys here to potentially take. Well, we need pitching. Giancarlo Guillen could be a decent guy. Trying to think who would be better. Probably, I might as well go Ken Sweeney. I don't know how that's an international, but we'll go Ken Sweeney. Because he could be a pretty good piece, who knows. So we're going to take Ken Sweeney. Welcome to the squad, my friend. All right, I'm going to go with Frank Cruz. We're going to get another second baseman for the system. So Frank Cruz, welcome to the squad. And I accidentally simmed the rest of the draft. Again, my controller just saying I'm going down when I'm not. So it is what it is. Honestly, not really a big deal, but kind of annoying. So we'll do some signing of the draft picks. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop simulating. Sim through sim season. It doesn't really matter. But we will look and see how the guys are doing once I get to the contracts. Okay, perfect. So we could stop here. Sign draft picks. So yeah, Ken Sweeney. We'll try to sign him. This guy. Try to sign you right now. Offer contract. What do you want? 758K. Okay, he takes 913. Honestly, I probably could give him the cheap. He wants 2.75. All right, sure, whatever. It's fine. 57%. You want 687K? Sure, why not? All right, you're going to be a bum. How about Brian Carver? Will you be reasonable? You will be reasonable. And last guy here, Sean DeVR. And he will sign as well. So we're just going to wait on these two guys. While we're doing that, let's take a look here at the... Last year, Eric Morris having a solid year again. He's been hitting well. There's our Rule 5 pick, Blake Burke. There's Mike. He was an all-star? Good for him. Wow, kind of surprised. Yeah, Chase up there. Yeah, Erdman. Let's see the rotation. So Forrest, 5 and 8. Not the greatest, but, you know, take it. I'm looking here, rest of the team. Colton Gordon, Rule 5 pick. Carl Erdman, Rule 5 pick. Charles Fukudome has been really good this season, so that's nice to see. That's David Stone. All right, he was an all-star. 21 saves. All right, so should be good on the draft picks. I'm just going to wait until we can get some of them to already sign. So let's see. Sweeney is ready to sign. He wants a decent amount of money, so we'll throw him 8.5. That's a good amount right there, and then I'll give you 781. Wow, you're really being difficult, aren't you, buddy? All right. You're going to continue to be difficult. That's great. That's really great. Sign draft picks. Right. Try again. There you go. Stop being so difficult, my friend. All right, so there we go. I'm just going to simulate the end of the season. We're not doing too great anyway, so not going to make the postseason most likely. Once again. Another season to miss in the postseason. 68-94. Yeah, the team's just not there, man. The team's just not there. I mean, a lot of our guys that we're drafting aren't really making much of an impact. So we're kind of getting to that point where, like, I might only do, like, a few more seasons of this. And if I can't complete it, then I can't complete it. So it is what it is. I mean, like I said, I'd like to at least make the postseason one time, and then I'd be okay with it. David Stone, solid year, though, 37 saves. So, yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough. It's been tough. Dodgers end up winning the World Series in 2030. All right, but make sure not to skip the lottery this time. Again, I'd like to see if maybe we get some more picks in the MLB this season. That would be nice, and figure it out from there. All right, might as well go to the draft lottery with third best odds. Technically tied for the first best. Potentially win the lottery here, which would be great if we could. Hopefully don't drop. I mean, of course, the one time I skip it, we get a high pick. The top, number 2. So hopefully this time. Nope, of course when I watch. What's the point of me watching when I'm going to drop? Like, just kind of a waste of my time, personally, but it is what it is. Courtesy of the sim engine, I guess. Cool. I just don't know what the point of me watching is if I'm just going to drop anyway. So, Rule 5 draft. We got Herb Cooper. That's a good pickup. Looks like he could be pretty solid. Potential, 77. Shane Marino. Got him. All right. And that's, I think, all she wrote for the picks. So, got a couple guys coming to the team. Works for me. All right, let's head on to the next season. All right, I want to see who's on the roster here. Okay, I don't see really anybody here other than Mike. Burke, who were Rule 5 draft picks. Foster's here, but that's really about it. Marino, Fukudome, Landon Dobbs. Okay, so he's kind of here. That's good. He's from, like, yeah, the 2027. I don't even know if he was our pick, but I think he was a Rule 5. Herb Cooper. Yeah, I mean, honestly, really nobody. David Stone. I mean, he's up to an 86, so it's really good. We have nobody right now that's, like, on our team, which is kind of wild to say, but mostly just pitchers. So, if I go to my lineups, yeah, all the guys that I want are in the minors. Yeah, like, they're all in the minors. So, I don't know. I mean, like, if at this rate, if none of my guys are going to be even in the majors, like, I'm probably just going to stop doing this because they're really not even contributing. I'm not making any trades. They haven't quite developed. I mean, some of them have become good players, like all-star level, but so far, not much really happening. So, I guess I'll go to the draft, and once again, we'll see if we could get some more talent to add. And then maybe I'll do one more season after this. I don't know. We'll see. Just depends. It depends on, like, how many people can actually come up and make an impact for the team. All right, so we're going to that draft here. I'm just going to kind of go to the picks. Did some scouting, all that fun stuff. So, yeah, we're at pick 6. We'll start the draft here. And we'll sim to our pick. Try to make sure we get all the draft picks that we need here. So, we're just going to go to the next Padres pick. And I might go with this guy, honestly. This Larry Bathe guy. So, we'll go with Larry Bathe. See what he can do. Left fielder. Add him to our talent pool. Next guy I'm going to take here is Lamar Abernathy, center fielder. Add to the organization. I'm going to go with Rich Cortez, international starting pitcher prospect. Go with Ramon Delgado, is kind of a guy that might potentially be able to be on an MLB roster at some point, so we'll go with him. We get Ryan Corona, catcher. Why not add him to our team? So I got one more pick left now in the draft, and I'll just sim to it. And I guess I'll go with maybe a relief pitcher if there's any out there. Yeah, we'll go with Thomas Trayer. Why not throw him a contract or just to draft him and then throw him a contract. So that's going to be it for the draft. And yeah, I mean, I'm just going to kind of exit here. And you can see right now we are 45 and 52. We were doing somewhat well, but then we started to lose a bunch of games. We're 4 games back. I mean, maybe we can have a really good second half of the season, but, you know, it's been a little tough for us, clearly. I'm looking at the line. So Eric Moore at least got called back up. So hopefully he could do something for the team. Chase Davis is there. Foster is still here. A few of the guys. Really not a lot of them. How is Foster doing? He's actually doing really well, so that's good for him. He's having a solid year. Actually regressing, though, but still. Herb Cooper, Rule 5 draft pick. Dobbs, Rule 5 draft pick, 1 by Marino. Trejo, he's here, so that's cool. Shout out to Trejo with his mustache. He's been solid. He's only pitched 5 games, but he's done his job when he's pitched. He's got to win. And then David Stone, 21 saves. Cool. Very cool. 8 overall. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to sign my draft picks and do my contract extensions. And then, I don't know, maybe we can have a good second half of the season, make postseason. That'd be great, but I'm not relying on it. So once again, missed out on the postseason, unfortunately. Yeah, we've been kind of iffy. So, Mike got called back up. I sent down Eric Mora, who was playing second, but instead now it's Bryce Matthews again. So it's unfortunate. I mean, a lot of the guys haven't really been able to break through. I mean, the pitching rotation. Foster, solid year, 13-9, 3.77 ERA. I'll take it, 94 strikeouts. Not bad. He's been getting better, even though the overall is different. And then obviously David Stone, solid year, 39 saves. I'll take it. But that's really it. There's Levi. Pitched a lot more last year. This year just got called up, but didn't even get to pitch. Or Levy. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I might only do one more season, honestly. We're not really getting a lot of our guys up here, so it's been a little less than stellar so far. So I don't know. Maybe this could be it. Rays defeat the Dodgers in the World Series. All right, off season time, I guess. All right, sim pass the lottery since I am gonna make this my final season, so it really doesn't matter too much. But I'll still show you guys the draft, I guess. But yeah, Rule 5 draft though. Did we skim past that? I think we did too. Yeah, we did. I mean, like I said, it doesn't really matter too much. Because, again, this is the final season. So, I made that decision just because I feel like it's going to drag on forever. And, I don't know, I kind of just want to, see if we can make some kind of run with the guys that we do have on the roster. I assume not. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could try to go sign some free agents, maybe make some trades, just so we can at least make the postseason. But it's just, there's not a lot of the guys we drafted aren't even like in the pros anyway. So it's, I don't know, it's not really the best. I mean, there's Jackie Reese, at least he's in the pros now, so that's cool. Called him up. Pete Nalot's there. Know if he'll stay there. So a little bit more of the guys, which is cool. Pitch rotation. There's Foster still. Yeah, I mean, a couple guys, a few guys, not a lot, but a few. I mean, David Stone's become a good player, 90 overall. He's become my best player that I've drafted. So, I mean, this is going to be it. This is going to be the final season. I mean, we'll see what happens. I'll go to the draft, and we'll see how this team is doing then. It's not looking good at all. It's not looking good for our hopes. We have the 5th pick. I mean, that's kind of cool. But, again, doesn't really matter too much. I'll show you guys who we make with this 1st pick. But, again, they're not really going to play because this is, like I said, the final season. We're not going to make the postseason at all. I mean, there's really no way. So, I guess I'll take Connor Queen. We'll draft him. And, I mean, that's, like I said, that's pretty much it. So, we'll assume the rest of the draft doesn't matter. I mean, I'm looking at the team, right? We're at 40 and 57. Not going to make the postseason at all. So, this is it. I mean, Jackie Reese at least getting to play a little bit, so that's cool. Just not a lot of guys here. Pete Nalot, he's been all right, I guess, off the bench. What's Foster doing? And not as good as last year, for sure. Looks like David Stone's an all-star, so that's cool. There's Thomas. He's been decent. David Stone's been really good this year. He's really coming to his own. Urban there. Yeah, so it is what it is. Like I said, I mean, I guess I could obviously just doing the draft only, it's obviously a lot more difficult. Would take 10, could take a lot of seasons, who knows, but, I figured let me just cut it at 8. We're 7 where we are. At least we got to see some guys, like, end up doing pretty solid, which is cool, but unfortunately for us, it's just not going to be quite good enough. I mean, I wish I could try to, like, make trades, but I already said, like, nah, I wasn't going to do that. So I'm just going to simulate the rest of the season here. And I guess while I'm kind of outroing out here, basically some of the things that I want to do. So now that we have this draft challenge kind of done, I'm going to get back to some of the other rebuilds that I have ideas for. Some crazy ones. And yeah, I mean, we'll see some spin the wheels. That should be fun. I'm excited about that. A Jackie and a nice season. But yeah, just not enough. Obviously, you do have to make trades. You have to make signings. You have to make trades. Just doing it only through the draft is pretty hard, okay? Pretty hard to just do. Foster had an okay season. Levi, not bad. He pitched a little bit. Kind of looking at the rest of the guys here. Trayer, okay, not the best second half of the season, but yeah, Davidson was amazing, though. But that's really all she wrote. So I'm going to call it here for quits. Dodge ended up winning a World Series against the White Sox. So, yeah, I think now I'm just going to go to the full screen and we're going to close it out here. Chris Gittens retires. Cool. Good for him. All right. Let's head out. All right, guys. Well, I couldn't get to the postseason with the team. I mean, I could keep doing a bunch of seasons, but I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the guys, like, it really is highly dependent on if they're going to develop or not. I think if I'm, obviously allowed myself to make trades and supplement with free agencies, but maybe put a limit on, maybe. But I did say draft only, so I basically only did the draft, and yeah, this is where it led me to. So I think I had that weird season though messed me up, where it really took away a lot of my prospects. So who knows? If that didn't happen, I'm not exactly sure what even happened there. Then who knows? Maybe we make the postseason. Probably not, though, to be honest. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna head out for now. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Peace.